Hey, good morning, guys. It's a little late morning. I've got a late start, but nevertheless, out here uh, taking my, right here, Mr. Keeper. We're going for our walk. Anyhow, let me get my bearings here. We're doing some road work on the street, on the trees on the street. And I have to make sure no cars are coming. Anyway, good Thursday to everybody. I am on to talk about being your own. Well, I'm including Keeper in this as well. I'm talking about being your own motivation, your own cheering section, your own motivation, your own cheerleader, your own joy. What are we learning about energy and vibration? It's that in order to be happy, in order to feel like you're rich, with money, in order to feel love. What are we learning? We are learning that we must reach down inside and remember what it felt like when we were in love. How did you feel way back when you had a bunch of money? It made you feel good, didn't it? Well, that's what we have to do. And it's not always easy, but reach down inside and grab a hold of that feeling and try to, in the words of Abraham Hicks, hold on to it for 17 seconds and do it, seconds at a time. Do it for as long as you can. And what helps me do these things is to get out here, outside with the birds and the bees and the leaves and the trees and my dog. And I do have a little dog whose name is Eddie, and I will go back to the house and I will grab him after I deposit Keeper back into his yard. But that is my message today, is to say sometimes we got to be our own cheering section. We got to be our own motivation. So, you got to be that, your own justice. There's not always somebody that's going to come in and rescue you, so to say. If you're fortunate to have that friend or that family member who you can speak to, easily pick up the phone and speak to them, that'd be great. But I think, for the most part, learning to be on your own and being happy with who you are and finding the grace, the peace, and the love and the harmony where you're at is it. Because guess what? You do that, you can be fine on your own, and you're not depending on anybody. Right now, nature's not a bad thing to depend on, because you can always count on it being there. Hang on, I think my dog's getting ready to go. Okay, I'm going to show him some respect and grace and not photograph him. Hold on, I'm going to put the phone down. Hold on. You get to look at the blurry leaves for a second. Hang on, Keeper. Come here. Hold on. All right, here we go. Back to our walk. So, the other thing that I want to talk about that is helpful to me and my fur babies, I do know, because I am part of Young Living, I do know that this oil that I'm going to talk about is good for dogs. It's also good for horses. I don't happen to have any at this moment, but it is an oil. Hold on, while we've stopped here for the moment, let me grab it out. Hold on, keeper. It's right here. Hang on, hang on. TOA, okay? Let me tell you what is in TOA. Harmony oil and Trauma Life. I don't know. I don't have those oils, and I have to look them up to find out specifically what oils those are. But primarily there's peace and calming too. And that oil is divine. It's green in color when it comes out, like nature. It's beautiful. But this TOA oil is made up of Trauma Life, Harmony, and Peace and Calming too. And it is helpful to your furry friends when they need to relax and you're going to be away from the house for a while. Even if you have to take a road trip. I don't do too many of those because Keeper's never been one that's good in the car. I always say if you can see Scooby-Doo in a car that's going back and forth, that's Keeper. He's not a good car dog. But you know, as he's gotten older, and as you know, he has developed, oh gosh, what is the proper name? Oh, Olive is barking. That's our little neighbor friend. Hi, Olive. Hello, baby girl. Sweet girl. Anyway, he has gotten, oh, I'm drawing a blank on it. Anyway, he has seizures, but he is on medication. Medications just lessen the blow. They do not stop them. And luckily, thank God, he has not had one in more than, oh my God, 2 years? But anyhow, long story short, I'm going to try to keep it short. He, from the trauma that he went through when I got a divorce, we had to uproot from our home and had to begin a new life. And it was all not knowing what the hell we were going to do or where we were going to go. We had no... And this little guy had his own yard. He had run of the whole yard. Anyway, long story short, he had to keep his upper lip stiff for all of us. And his way of handling it obviously did a number. It took its toll. And he had a seizure shortly after we moved into the place we currently are living. Come on, Keeper, we're turning around. Come on, babe. It's a dead end up there and there's trucks. Anyway, we're coming down the hill now. He had to be strong for himself and for us, and it did a number on him. And so he had a seizure. Ever since then, long story short, now he's on medication. We take our daily walks, try to keep him exercised. Don't let your pet gain weight if you can help it. Especially in the older they get, their joints start to hurt. Keeper's on a joint supplement. We do the best we can with Keeper, but ultimately his favorite thing is like mine, nature. And I show him love every single day by taking him for a walk. Yes, I do miss days, but I try my best to not miss days because it is his simple joy. And because, okay, another thing, the water consumption. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. This dog can drink gallons and therefore pee gallons. This medication makes him go. Anyhow, there's Olive up there barking. She's barking. I'll show you in the distance. She's at the fence, but I'll be kind. Put the camera down. Her name is Olive. So I try to keep him covered in TOA oil. And what I do is I put it behind his ears. I put it on the top of his head, put it between his shoulders, and I put it on the back of his hind legs, and also on his paws. And it is safe if he licks it off. Think about that. Man, oh man. Hi, baby girl. Hello. Hello, Olive. Be good girl. Be good girl. She's such a cutie. Anyhow. So yeah, that's what I do for my furry golden baby. And his little housemate Eddie. Now we do have cats. Cats are a different being all their own. You must be careful what you put on them. Also, let me tell you one more thing. Dogs can be around mint, except for spearmint. Spearmint is one that I've read that you don't give your dog. You don't allow them to have it. Don't put it on them. Don't put it in their food. Peppermint is fine. Apple mint is great. I know there's chocolate mint, and you know the score on chocolate with dogs. I believe that is a big fat no-no anyway too. But spearmint is a big fat no-no. But as I was saying, cats are very different breed, obviously. But as far as oils go, hang on, we're passing FedEx truck. Yeah, see? Come on. Anyway. Come on, my love. Bless him. Yeah. Boy, this boy had so much energy when he was young. He had a groove around our property when he was a baby. He ran it daily for anyone and everyone that passed. He'd run that groove, barking his head off. He even laid up on the picnic table like Rin Tin Tin. If anyone remembers Rin Tin Tin. The old dog. I think Rin Tin Tin was a German Shepherd. I think. Anyway. But now, my baby's older. He's 7. And Keeper having this juvenile, oh my gosh, I can't think of the name of it. Seizures. It's taking its toll. So anyway, yeah, we gotta be our own cheerleader, and I do my best for him. Dogs naturally are happy. They have that connection with source. They are not, their lives and mentality is not littered. Cars coming, hang on. Is not littered with our plagues of the day, our worries, things that we fill our minds with. Dogs have a direct connection with source, and they're constantly happy. They know the score, they know what's gonna be, and they just live every day through source, and they just be. We're the only ones who get all caught up in these crazy moments. Our dogs do not. So let me tell you something. You want some love, or I should say you want to feel love, grab your dog. Go ahead. Grab your dog. And, sorry, she was waving me, but I'm not going to be crazy. Grab your dog and feel that love. And trust me, it's unconditional, and it cures everything. It cures everything for me. Keeper's the best body pillow in the whole wide world. But I give him a massage. I got this little thing from Bed Bath & Beyond years and years and years ago. Talk about a toxic place. Ooh. But this has no fragrance in it. It's just an object. And it's used for massage. You just run it along your body in circular motions down their back, on their head, between their shoulders, on their hips. And Keeper loves that thing. And I apply the TOA and I use that on him, and he absolutely loves it. Totally relaxes him. So anyway, we are back home. I want to wish you all a good day. But if I can leave you with anything, grab your dog, hug your dog, resonate in that feeling of complete joy and love. If you're your cat, grab your cat. Put this, I'm going to deposit this over here until I come back out with Eddie. Anyway, love the acorn. God, it's my favorite time of year. It just seems like every time Halloween comes, Christmas comes, it's gone. Everything just goes too darn fast. Anyhow, here's my little cardinals appear when angels are near. Okay, so we're going back into the backyard. I'm gonna grab my Eddie. But guys, this is where I'm gonna leave it. Reach in to whatever makes you happy. Reach inside of you and find it. Find that joy and marinate in it for as long as you can. Keep it going. Okay. And be your own cheerleader. I'm gonna see if I can turn the camera around. So yeah, be your own cheerleader. Be your own force of nature, as I say. Let me grab this once more to show you. Young Living's TOA. Get some for your furry friend. And guess what? It's going to go right into your bloodstream when you touch them with it. It's going to help you too. I'll be back again soon. You guys have a fabulous day, okay? Turn it back around. Here's my walking shoes. These shoes are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. You guys, peace out.